Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you won't know because I am new to YouTube, I did have an induced labour with my little girl. If you're interested in my induction story, then leave a comment below and I can do that video for you. However, there were things in my induction that I wish I knew beforehand, so I thought I would put together a little video of all the top tips that I learnt along the way, and hopefully it will help you in your induction. So top tip number one is to take entertainment. The whole of the induction process is a really long process, or can be a really long process. For me, the first 24 hours alone only got me to 1 centimetre dilated. So there is a lot of waiting around. Sometimes you don't even feel contractions while you're sat and waiting. So it's important for you and your birthing partner to pack stuff to stop you from being bored. Whether this is books or games, we took card games like Uno and just normal cards. You can download games on your phone or do video calls with family, anything that's just going to help you pass the time. So tip number two is to rest at the start. So like I said, it can be a long process. So to make sure that you get your rest in, your sleep in while the pain is quite minimal, or while you're not even in any pain at all, just to try and make sure you rest your body ready for labour. Tip number three is to take Vaseline. Induced labour is known to be slightly more uncomfortable than natural labour. So there's a higher chance of people using the gas and air and drugs as well. The gas and air obviously dries out your mouth if you're on it all the time, and for me I found that it definitely dried out my mouth. So just to make sure that you take Vaseline or a lip balm to keep your mouth nice and moist. I hate that word moist. There's no other word for it though, is there? No. Ugh. Moist. Tip number four, which I wish I knew beforehand, was to take flip-flops. You've probably already packed them in your hospital bag like a really smart person, but I decided that I didn't need flip-flops at all, not even to wear them around the hospital. But I ended up with a real bad problem. So because the pain is slightly more intense with an induction, there is a higher chance that people go for epidurals and drugs as well. What I didn't realise is that after an epidural, your legs and your feet swell up to like 3 times the size of what they actually are. For me, it was probably 4 times the size. I ended up with the problem that when I went to go home, I tried to put my trainers back on and I couldn't get them on my foot, like stuffing a sleeping bag back into its bag. So don't do what I did, just take flip-flops, even if you don't wear them. 99p from Primark, can't really go wrong, although we are in lockdown, so 99p on eBay. So when you're being induced, you're constantly being monitored all the time, your baby's being monitored. So try not to look at the monitor is my tip number 5, because you end up anticipating when your next contraction is. And for me, when I was looking at the monitor, I found that I started to tense up when I knew a contraction was coming. So if you look away from the monitor, try and keep your mind occupied. And when you do feel that contraction building, just try and breathe through it as much as possible. And it brings me on to tip number 6, which is to relax and breathe. You've got a lot of time to think, you've got a lot of time to sit and do nothing, and for me, I think all I did was spend time worrying about what the process was going to be, how it was going to go, what the delivery was going to be like, what the labour was going to be like. So keep yourself occupied, keep breathing, keep relaxing, and just let everything go. Try to let go of control. And the final tip is to take snacks. So you can't eat while you're on the drip, but obviously with a lot of sitting around beforehand, take snacks and things. I think it's probably the same in every UK hospital, but for me, I had my 3 meals given to me a day. But if your partner's staying in with you, then try to make sure you have lots of snacks for them as well, and also snacks for you in between the meals that you get given. Obviously you need to keep your energy up, and if you're anything like me, a good bar of chocolate will calm your nerves. So that's all my tips for you today. I hope you guys find that this helps you out with your induction. I will be posting a sleep routine video with Lila Rose on Friday, so if you're interested in seeing that, then hit that subscribe button and don't miss that video. Don't panic, it will be okay. Good luck with everything, and I will see you in the next video.